Okay, got the recording going. So, what is going on for anybody watching this on YouTube? I am back in No Man's Sky working more on Expedition 20. And it doesn't look like a very complex expedition. It actually looks like a very basic expedition. But even the most basic of No Man's Sky expeditions are still pretty cool because they're still expeditions. And yeah, I think expeditions are one of the most innovative things that they've added to No Man's Sky. The first one I ever did was, I believe, Polestar. Um, I'd been away from the game for a little while, and then they started releasing the expeditions. I hadn't been aware that they were releasing expeditions, and then suddenly it's like, oh, what's this Polestar? And I went in, and I absolutely fell in love with the idea of how expeditions work because it kind of forces you to play the game not just as an open world play however you want to play, but it kind of forces you to play the game in certain ways. And I really appreciate that. I think that's really cool. Like you play it in ways you might not otherwise play it, and you learn things as a result. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to be trying to make a little bit more progress in No Man's Sky here. I've only got a couple hours before I have to go start getting ready for work. So let's go live because yeah, I'm starting the recording first just to get the intro out of the way. All right, and live. Okay, so I should be live. No frames dropping. That's always a good sign. Everything looks good. All right. So as you can see, I mean, nobody's watching probably. Why would they be? But for anybody that is familiar with my previous streams, I have built myself a nice little template here. So I spent yesterday, a couple hours at least, making a handful of custom templates that I can use, streamer templates for the actual like overall stream design itself, unique to several games that I have on the docket. So yeah, this is my No Man's Sky one. As you can see on the bottom, I've got like two of those little like eclipsed moons with the glow effect, and that's because I used the pause menu as the basis for the template. So when I leave that, there's the pause menu as the template. I went into Photoshop and I removed several of the text options under primary missions there on the left. In fact, I removed most of it. Some of it's still there behind the webcam, but the webcam's blocking it, so I wasn't concerned about removing that. So I clone stamped that out. I removed the top stuff where it says discoveries, catalog and guide, log, expedition options. I kept the left bumper and right bumper. I actually kind of like the vibe of that because this is a gaming stream. And then in between, I decided to put my name on various platforms. So the ones I primarily am using are Instagram and YouTube. Do not use Twitter. I have used it in the past, but ever since it became X, like I don't see me ever using it again for any reason. I do have a Blue Sky and a Threads. I mean, Threads is basically just Instagram, but like those ones I get a little bit they're not really gaming focused. They're not really even focused on my hobbies. I kind of just talk about my opinions there. So like opinions on politics, for example, which wouldn't really mesh well with a gaming stream. So I'm not really pimping those. And then I got my Twitch handle right above my name. I left the units, nanites, and quicksilver on the No Man's Sky one, and I set them all to 0. My numbers are much higher on my actual playthrough, but I think it's funnier to show me as like a broke ass hobo. Yeah, I'm very happy with the overlay I made. I've got a couple of windows specifically for the game capture, so that way my webcam won't be blocking any of it anymore, and one for my webcam. And then I got this big open area underneath for when I get chat to be able to pop up. And then on the very bottom, I was thinking maybe if I could figure out how to get alerts set up again, like that's where alerts would pop up. So hey, you have a new follow, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. Although there is something wonky about my webcam. Hang on, let me go into OBS really quick. It's not quite fully lined up. That looks better. Let me see. Yeah, that looks better. I'm trying to get it exactly underneath the lines. There we go. That looks much better. Just got to do a little nudge. Just got to give it a little tap, tap, taparoo. As Lisa Simpson would say. Well, not Lisa. I guess her dance instructor. Tappa, tappa, tappa. All right. Nice little old reference there. From back when I still watched The Simpsons. I still love The Simpsons. But I will admit I haven't watched them actively in like 17 or 18 years. But when growing up, I was obsessed with them. So it's weird that I haven't watched them. But yeah, I really like my overlay. And I built several other ones. I think I'm going to try to make custom overlays for every of the, like for all the different games that I'm going to play. So I've already made a custom overlay for Tears of the Kingdom. I have made a custom overlay for Star Trek Online. Technically two, but really it's just one. I just have a cool little alternative to be able to flip it and make it look really dynamic. I don't know. And then the Star Trek one, even though it's kind of, I've made it for Star Trek Online, I think it works really well as also just kind of a general streamer template. So like, I think it could work with any game if I was just in the mood to have my sci-fi theme. Morning protein drink. Good for getting vitamins and minerals. When you get to be older, it's important to keep your body in balance. Yeah. You start worrying about that stuff in your 30s, let me tell you. Anyway, enough talking about my stream template, which I am very, very happy with. Like, what I like about it is it's so simplistic. Like, it's nothing overly complicated. But yeah, I just went into my old Photoshop and just threw it together. Yeah. Yeah, straightforward and to the point. So let's, enough farting around. Let's get to the game. So I played a few more minutes yesterday just to get myself some more ferrite dust and carbon. Because I got tired of constantly running out of the basic things you need to recharge equipment. So that's really the only thing I've done. I haven't made any more progress on any of the milestones. So next milestone. Let's see. Oh, gotta remember to get the menus. I kept messing up the menus last time. It's really bad. Okay. Assemble a Corvette-class starship. Okay. So that means I gotta go to the space station for that. Let's go do that. How's my launch? 25%. I might as well recharge it in case I forget. Oh yeah, I did farm out a little tritium also. So that way I wouldn't have to worry about my pulse engine running out in the middle of deep space. And then suddenly I spend 15 minutes on stream just slowly pulsing until I can find some asteroids to shoot. Like, that didn't sound fun to me. So, no, I got myself some tritium. I just went into space and started shooting asteroids for like 10 minutes after I got home. Hey, it works. Oh, this game is so beautiful. I love this game. This is my favorite of the space exploration, like crafting kind of games, building kind of games. I've played a few of the other ones. I never played the one similar to this, the one that bombed really hard that everyone was excited about, but then it didn't do well. I don't even remember what it was called. But I played like Elite Dangerous. That game was, I mean, I had fun with it. I did. But I feel like it did a thing that I didn't love. It went too hard on the realism. So it's still a video game, right? Like, you still want to have a little bit of fantasy and fun in there. And Elite Dangerous, the way that you would have to fly around, like, it was engaging to fly around like that, having to worry about every little detail like you're actually a pilot. But got exhausting after a while. Like, okay, I spent 15 minutes here learning how to land. It's like, okay, that's all well and good. And that's fun the first time you go through the process. But then afterwards, it's just like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know, my opinion. So yeah, I played Elite Dangerous. I played one of the other ones. Uh, God, some of them, some games just don't stick in my head. Like they just slip off the old brain meat. Um, yeah, and I feel like if a game is that forgettable, then it did something wrong. At least I remember Elite Dangerous. Like, you know, it was an interesting game. Alright, create new Corvette. I could purchase some modules because I got myself loaded down with money because I have a lot of indium scraps I've built up over the years. Alright, so I don't know what parts it gave me. Well, I should look. Create new Corvettes. Alright. Remembering how to do. Freaking Xbox versus Nintendo. So the Y button is in a different place on Nintendo. So when it said hit Y, I was instinctively hitting the wrong button. Uh, just like how I mix up A and B all the time. Like, freaking Nintendo. Alright. Freaking Nintendo. I love Nintendo. They're I would say they're my gaming heart. And I've come to realize that from a gaming standpoint, I think they're officially just my main gaming company at this point. I I still play on my Xbox, and I have my PlayStation, though I haven't used it in quite a while. But I don't know. Nintendo games just feel more playable to me. They feel more replayable. So not just playable, but replayable. I like the design better of a lot of Nintendo games. Yeah, sure, their graphics aren't the same as Xbox or PlayStation, but I'm a person that doesn't care about that. I really don't. You know, give me a good game. You know, I'd much rather have a good game. How many of these do I have? Oh, I don't have any. I don't have any of the. Okay, I do. I'm like, wait a minute, they didn't give me a single hab? Alright, put you on the back. This is not going to be an overly complex. Um, this is not going to be an overly complex Corvette. I'm just going to use the parts that they gave me for now. I really only focus on doing cool builds on my actual character. I don't really want to do a really cool build on an alternate character. Yes, you can transfer it over, but I'd rather just build it on my main. All right, I need a landing bay, right? There it is. Let's see, sublight thruster. Just put it on the side, towards the back. I don't want to overload the power in the cockpit. That's not a thing. Oh, do I have multiple sublight thrusters? Yeah, might as well if I have two. I didn't actually look at the numbers that they gave me. Oh yeah, you have to flip it for the other side, don't you? Left trigger. There you go. So, creating the template fixes a huge problem I was having yesterday, and I've had on past streams before, where my webcam would be blocking important parts of the UI. So I wouldn't be able to fully see everything I was doing. But I managed to fix that with a template, because now my webcam is completely separate from my gameplay. Most streamers and like streaming communities do that, so it's hardly innovative. I actually really got the inspiration for it yesterday from I was watching I believe it was Games Done Quick. I was watching one of their hotfix shows, and I really liked the kind of layout that they had, and I'm like, you know what? I'd like to do something similar to that. Why not? No reactor, no weapon system. But then I wanted to put my own flair on it, so that's why I kind of wanted to make it custom to each individual game, which I think is neat. All right. Hopefully I have 2 guns. Guess I don't. Nope, they gave me one photon cannon. God damn it. All right, Medusa class reactor right on the top. I bet you this is the exact same ship that most people built when they were told to just build a ship. And then they were given these specific parts. Like, I'll bet you this is a design that's been done like tens of thousands of times before. And I hate that, but at the same time, it's just the expedition. So I'm also good with it. Finalize current design, please. The Shield of Madness. Sometimes I like the default names, even if I wish there was more variety. Because a lot of times the names are very similar. But, like, yeah, that's a good name. The Shield of Madness. It's weird that my cup makes that sound every time I drink. At first I thought I was, like, breathing through it. But that noise just happens as the liquid flows through. It's weird. Yeah, because I was just holding my breath right now to test. And yeah. Okay. Compare. Well, I'm not going to get rid of my damn ship. That'd be stupid. But I'm definitely going to have to transfer over my chromatic drives. Definitely going to have to transfer over my chromatic drives. So yeah, my best friend Patrick, when he started playing this game, he didn't realize that when you got a new ship, you'll remember this, Pat. There's an option here if you have empty available ship slots to be able to claim a free ship as opposed to exchanging your current ship. So if I were to click exchange, you would just lose your ship and all of the technology installed in it and all of the cargo not installed, but all of the cargo in it. And that sucks. That's a bummer. That, especially if you put work and time and energy into that ship. That would be a huge bummer. And he did that by accident. And I felt so bad for him because I did that by accident once too when I was very new to this game back in like 2016, 2017. But yeah, claim free ship, please. If you have the slot, why not use it? There's no reason not to. Designed a Corvette class ship. All right. And I will be using the Corvette class ship, so first things first, summon Kegat of Destruction. It's also a name. Ooh, burp. Yeah. Let's get that tech out of there. At least the chromatic drives. Like, I don't need to worry about everything else. Oh, and the, even though I don't think it's technically a chromatic drive, the Atlantid drive, that's what it is. I was gonna call it the gas giant drive or the gas drive. I don't know. Neither of those sounded like they were good in my head. That's why I didn't say them. Well, then I did say them to say that I didn't say them. How very exo-stranger of me from Destiny. I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain. Like, you know, that kind of asshole thing to say. Just a normal photon cannon. Doesn't look like there's any S-class upgrades in here. I don't generally ever care about or use the rockets. So, yeah, let's just try to save the storage. Wrong button. Nice. Change ship to the Shield of Madness. Now let's get all this crap installed over there. Ah, wrong menu. I keep mixing up start and select. It's so stupid. I know better. Oh, this already had the Atlantid drive. Well, now I got an extra. In fact, I'll probably bring the Atlanta drive back with me. Because why not? I can have that for future ships. Yeah, why not? All right, let's put you in the Starship storage to make it easier to install. And let's get all that other crap back in the storage. Because I don't want to take up all my inventory. That's not a good thing to do. Yeah. Oh, and I love that it gives you all of the equipment and the tech fully charged. Yeah, you don't have to waste warp cells or launch whatever, launch goo, launch fuel. The word fuel, I couldn't think of, so it's like, oh, goo. It's goo. All right, indium drive. Where's the hyperdrive? There it is. Yeah, might as well give myself a tiny bit more hyperdrive range. Why not? Indium drive, emerald drive, a cadmium drive, and it already has the Atlantic drive, so I'll just leave that there. Do I have any other supercharged slots? Sometimes it can be hard to tell when there's something over it. Damn, one a supercharged slot? That's awful. Alright. I feel like literally that spot, that spot, that spot, and that spot. Of those 4 spots, 3 of those have to be the supercharged slots. So I just got really unlucky when I built this ship. Oh, that's a bummer. Alright, whatever. Oh, I do have mission radar I can install. Should probably install that. Oh, my basic ass ship. Ooh, I'm like clipped on the wall or something. Oh, I really am clipped on the wall. Oh no. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're still working out bugs with the Corvettes. That's for damn sure. I love the Corvettes. The Corvettes are awesome, but damn, they're working on it. Okay, I think I'm good to go. The Shield of Madness. What's my next milestone? Oh, refiner unit. Don't really care about that, but that's cool. Powerful frost protection. Unfortunately, because these are all abandoned stations, I don't seem like I have a means to sell off any of my S-Class upgrades like I normally would. So as a result, like that's usually how I get nanites, so I can replicate my multi-tool and replicate my starship for my main game. But I don't feel like I have that option in this particular expedition. Expedition. So, yeah, there might be no reason to not install them. Yeah, I can't think of a good reason not to install them. Put that there, move my hazard protection. But yeah, normally I would sell them. Yeah. If you could go to a space station and talk to to an NPC, it's like, hey, I'd like to sell this. Oh, refiner unit. Never mind. I was thinking it was just a deployable portable refiner that they were giving me. I'm like, oh, okay, neat. Whatever. No, I'll install that in my ship. Yeah. Nothing wrong with having a separate refiner, and I'll bet that one can combine stuff. Let's see, how many slots do you have? You have 3. Ooh, you're already a really good refiner. Okay. That's awesome. All right, next. Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette. A debris rangefinder. That's what that's for. Okay, will allow your starship to locate wrecks in space. Oh, then you actually have to go spacewalking. That's cool. That's cool. That's like the That's like the derelict freighters, only they did it the same thing with corvettes. Like, oh look, the Millennium Falcon is floating in space. Go investigate. That's neat. Man, this game has really come along. Like since it first came out, this game has worked hard to win back its audience, to win back the trust of the consumers that bought the game, that were excited for the game, that were hopeful for the game. Man, this ship looks pretty cool, except for that landing gear. Oh, that landing gear is awful. But yeah, this Hello Games, they have my for the at least the moment undying respect. You know, I got to go with Thanos sometimes, where it's like undying. Ooh, you maybe sometimes be careful with your choice of words, but like, I mean, they've earned my respect. Like, they've released all those updates for free. They did not have to do that. Scan for debris. They absolutely did not have to do that. They could have charged for these DLCs, and people probably would have bought them. But the game also wouldn't have had the kind of traction and, like, staying power. Oh, activate the pulse drive. So this game, people are still talking about it, 9 years later, and in part because they keep releasing free updates. So there's no reason not for, players to engage in the content. While piloting a Corvette, leave the pilot seat from the quick menu, and then step into space. But this isn't an abandoned Corvette. That's just like a thing that we find. Right? Or is that qualify as an abandoned Corvette? Alright. Leave pilot seat. Sure. This doesn't feel dangerous at all. Hopping into deep space. Maybe not deep space. Hopping into space. Oh, I love that the game has activate the scanner to probe the wreckage. Oh, this is cool. Patrick. Oh, this is neat. I don't know if this is the actual like Corvette, because I feel like I've been running into these things for forever. Never mind, it's a Corvette. It's built like a Corvette. It's built out of Corvette parts. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Perform a spacewalk to search the wreck for valuable... Alright. Oh, okay. I see. I understand. Oh, that's so cool. And then you can mine off the important components. Oh, Patrick! That's an evolution, man. I love it. Now, it gave me a random component. It didn't give me the reactor I thought it would, unless I was really shooting that. Oh, see, this is why I gathered ferrite dust and carbon, so I could recharge my equipment whenever I need to. Awesome. Now, this is a cool concept. Introducing spacewalking was already cool, but now introducing practical things to do in that element of spacewalking is awesome. Like being able to salvage components from destroyed and derelict Corvettes. I am all about it. All right, let's check the front end. Man, what happened to this ship? Almost reminds me a little bit in sheer shape of the White Stars from Babylon 5. Not as organic, but like, yeah, a little B5y. And also, right here, a little bit Prometheus from Stargate SG-1. Like, that looks like the front end of the Prometheus from SG-1 when it got ripped in half. That was a cool episode. Say what you will about the last couple of seasons of Stargate SG-1, but like, there were some great episodes in those seasons. Much more sci-fi than like mythology based, but Great. Oh, I saw something. Great seasons of television, nonetheless. At least I thought they were. Alright, I got a thruster from shooting that reactor, so yeah, it is random, the parts you get. Alright, I feel like that's everything. What else do I have to do for this expedition milestone to proc? Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette. So, like, will it proc when I go back into my ship? Or do I have to find everything that's findable? That's the thing I'm wondering. Because right now I've just found those couple of things to shoot off. And I gotta be honest, the scanning HUD is not exactly yielding that many results in terms of things to find. They need to refine that, I think, a little bit. Kind of like how your starship pops up on the HUD. They should also have, like, points of interest. Just like when you're on a planet, all the points of interest pop up on your HUD. Like, oh, there's a cobalt deposit over there. There's a copper deposit. This should be, oh, there's a salvageable component. All right, I'm going to go back into my docking bay and see if that procs the mission. Can I harvest the floating debris, maybe? No, I already did that, right? Or I already went up to this. Yeah, all right. Let's see if it procs the mission. Ooh, ease it, tease it. Huh, it didn't proc the mission. That's annoying. Why? Maybe I have to get in the pilot seat? Oh, nope, nope, that's not what I meant to do. Huh, alright. There must be something else to salvage, and the game recognizes that. Maybe those components up there? Either that, or this mission might be bugged. It's always possible. Bugs happen. Ooh, recover. Oh, look at that. Recover crew log. Okay. You have to look for the recoverable crew log. It's like when you go through the derelict freighter. You got to find out what happened to the crew. Log of the fire ship Arcadia. Date stamp 22516.01. Log corrupt. Recovering damaged sectors. Captain found a on the last walkout. Says it'll bring us luck. We'll need it. Cruise has been a waste so far. All the asteroids just dust and ice. Nonsense. But better than nothing. The captain's head just came off. Everyone's dying. This shit's crazy. Wow. Log of the fire ship Arcadia. Okay, you have to find the log, which I will not deliver to the next of kin. I will hoard that and keep it in my bedside cabinet. And I will read it at night when I cannot sleep. Or maybe I'll deliver it to the next of kin so that they have closure, so that they know what happened. Did my husband die a hero? I'll never know. Actually, I found the log. He did not die a hero. He actually pooped himself and threw his first mate out the airlock to try to save himself. And then he tripped, and his face got impaled on a spike near the toilet. Noble death. Noble death. Alright. Was a derelict freighter one of the milestones? Advanced mining laser and aqua jets. Very important. I need some damn aqua jets. I think I have the advanced mining laser already. I brought one with me. So normally, if I had already had a thing, I would sell it. Optical drill, advanced mining laser. So yeah, normally I would sell it to get the nanites if I had already brought it with me. But it doesn't seem to be an option on this one. Dough. I'm not complaining. That's one of the things about this expedition. Sometimes there are abandoned expeditions. Let's see, what else did I get? Aquajets. Definitely install aquajets. Not being able to land on water can be real rough. Very nice. All right. And that finishes phase 1. Siren of the Stars poster plans, Eternal Serpents poster plans, Event Horizon poster plans. Sadly, that's probably not the movie poster, although that would be amazing. I would totally put like Lawrence Fishburne up on my wall. Like, come on. He had the best line in Predators. What are you? I'm alive. Yeah, I liked him in that. Oh, I hate how the landing door doesn't close unless you manually close it. Like, that feels like it's not a good idea to fly at FTL with the hatch open. Just saying, doesn't feel like an advised good idea. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing those posters, though. I actually put up a lot of the posters. All right, second rendezvous. Burp. Let's hit it. Nah, that belongs to somebody. Warp Me belongs to somebody. Bring Me That Horizon belongs to somebody. Good taglines. I know what I did come up with one tagline that I really liked. Maybe I'll do it on my next warp. Yeah, I thought it rolled off the tongue. I thought it sounded cool. All right. Well, I mean, I have to warp again anyway, so never mind. I guess I'll do it right here. Computer, set a warp course for the Konamis system. Trying to think of how to make it sound natural. Computer, power engines. Engines powered. Do the thing with the warp thing. Yeah, why not, right? Do the thing with the warp thing. Yeah, I like it. It's very me. Even just do the thing works, but I also kind of stole that from Legend of Korra, if you want to get technical. Not that they own the words do the thing, but, you know, that's absolutely where I first heard that specific phrase used in that specific way. I just kind of put like a Rick and Morty twist on it. Do the thing with the warp thing. Yeah, I feel like my crew would respond well to that. I don't know, Patrick. What do you think? 1 out of 10? 10 out of 10? Everything in between? Negative out of 10? 4 poops out of 5? I don't know. What do you think? And for anybody watching this in the future, if anybody just needs some background noise on YouTube and stumbles across this video and decides that my asinine ramblings are good background noise, tell me what you think a good tagline would be if you were a captain of a starship and you were doing the thing. So like how Captain Picard has engage, and you know they all have their own specific tagline. You know, Captain Pike has hit it. You know, Captain Burnham has let's fly, which is cool, but also doesn't flow as naturally as I think she thinks it does. But I mean, I like it as a tagline. I just think it worked best the first time, and then maybe a few times after that. But after a while, it's like, okay, okay, calm down. We get it. All right, 23 seconds. I was gonna go to orbit and then warp back down, but nah, only 20 seconds. But yeah, if you have a good tagline for if you were a starship captain, what would it be? I really do like "Do the Thing," though adding the dumb Rick and Morty style, like, stupidity of it, kind of also flows well with me. Do the thing with the warp thing. Which is very Rick and Morty. I got it from Evil Morty. Season 5, season finale. Uh, tonight the dialogue stops mattering. Tonight I do the thing with the curve thing. Like, that line killed me the first time I was watching that episode. Like, the dialogue stops mattering tonight. It's like, wow, it really does stop mattering. All right, I made the rendezvous. Here's the thing. The last rendezvous I went to, I didn't have to do anything when I was there. So technically, since I got that mission to proc, I don't have to actually go down and do anything, right? It's just proc. Which is weird. Normally there's a thing to do. Normally there's a terminal to interact with. I don't think they made that a requirement in this, and that's odd. I find that odd. All right. Follow the Fireship Arcadia. I found the Fireship Arcadia. Oh, okay. So that the Fireship's log I found, that was actually a pre-programmed one in the expedition. So that the first derelict corvette you find is always going to be the Arcadia. Okay. Powerful underwater oxygen upgrade, very useful, and underwater survival blueprints. I actually don't know what that is. Oh, the membrane. Okay. Oh, it's all the survival stuff for underwater. That's cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's very cool. Because I didn't know what underwater survival was. Like, is that a new item? Like, I know all those other 3 items. Alright, neat. So follow the Arcadia. The Fireship Arcadia continues its cursed voyage beyond the bounds of normal time and space. Use a debris rangefinder to search for traces of the missing vessel. So, I found the derelict vessel, but maybe it wasn't the derelict vessel? Maybe the Arcadia destroyed that ship and somehow one of their logs just fell out? What did I find then? Huh. Or was that a glorified shuttle? Was that the Rubicon and the Defiant is still out there? Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so what does it take to make all the underwater survival stuff? I need more chromatic metal and living pearls. I don't have living pearls. I did, but then I sold them to get all of my hundreds of millions. Water jets, though, super important. Chromatic metal. I have the ability to get a lot of chromatic metal. I did also get a little bit more quartzite when I was just gathering basic resources, so I didn't have to gather them on stream. Yeah, so I got 3,000 quartzite now. Yeah, sure. Let's just give myself a bunch. I'm not going to refine it all, but give myself a few hundred. Oh, protein drink, man. It's good. Simplest thing in the world. Just like a half a scoop of the protein powder, and the protein powder that I use, some kind of plant-based organic powder. It's really good, and a little dash of cinnamon, because I actively try to avoid sugar, and not avoid it. Like, it's not like I'll have zero sugar, but I've tried to cut down my sugar intake dramatically, just to be safe, just to be healthier. Yeah, because too many things in American society are just infused with unnecessary amounts of sugar. Like, everything has added sugar up the wazoo. Like, it's so unnecessary. Like, what the hell is wrong with this country that you have to add heaps and mounds of sugar to everything? So yeah, I just started being a lot more aware of it and cut down on sugar. But cinnamon is a good alternative. Gives you a nice little kick without actually giving you sugar. These are health tips from Existential Turtle. You have been listening to Health Talk with X Turtle. That is one thing sometimes I've been called, and I've started calling myself that on certain things. Like X Turtle kind of flows off the tongue a little bit more. So on I think Pokemon Home, when I created my account for Pokemon Home, I named it X Turtle, and yeah, I like it. Oh right, chromatic metal. I made the chromatic metal. So now I can make the oxygen rerouter. Do I need that crystal sulfide though? Ooh, maybe hold off on that. Yeah, maybe hold off on that. Okay. So I need to make a debris rangefinder, because I might need that crystal sulfide for like a mission objective. Or maybe not. I already got that, didn't I? Yeah, I already got that. Screw it. Stupid. Yeah. I bet the thing on Reddit was just like, yeah, you need this so you can make this. Nice. Or you just need it. Alright, 3 hermetic seals and hydrothermal, not hydrothermic, fuel cells. Oxygen recycler. I never made an oxygen recycler? Ooh. Eesh. I forgot the basics. The water jets, I just need living pearls. I am over an ocean. But also, do I care? I mean, it would make any underwater travel a lot more efficient. Let's just see if I see any on the scan visor. Like, if there's convenient nearby pearls. Hey! Happy accident. Discover an aquatic creature over 10 kilograms. I thought that was going to be a much harder endeavor. Alright, let's go get a closer look at this guy. Wow, just big giant seahorses. Oh, they're very cool. Hang on. Let me go to third person. I like to do third person for photo mode. Whoosha. Swimming with the devil. Yeah. Alright. Unfortunately, I can't really adjust the brightness, but I could move the sun and see if that makes the natural light down here a little bit better. It does! Okay. Adjust effects. I tend to like to get rid of the vignette. I'm not a big fan of the vignette. Like just having a big, like fading black gradient on the edges. Maybe a tiny, tiny edge of one. So like, yeah, maybe 10%. All right, let's see if later in the day makes it brighter. It does. All right, look at that. Oh, that's a thumbnail right there. Oh, even better because it's front lighting them now. Ooh, and if I time it really right, there's a little lighting on my hoodie. One more back. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I love photo modes. Every video game should have a proper photo mode. I would almost say that's my biggest complaint with Legends EA is that they don't have a good photo mode. I actually feel like they missed the mark on that one. Ooh, that might be a better one. I mean, yeah, you can't see the surface, which kind of adds. Let's see. It's a good shot of me and a much better shot of the creature. That is a cool looking creature. Like, that is a really cool design. I love that design. Yeah, that's a really cool looking creature. That's I think I might do a drawing of that creature. That's a really cool drawing. Or a really it's a cool design. Yeah. In fact, bring back up the menu really quick. Go to lens and adjust the field of view. Try to get a wider angle of it and then zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, let's try that. Oh yeah, that's more dynamic. And I like that you can see the water jets coming off my jetpack. And I'm still trying to keep the surface ripples in view because I feel like that just adds something to the picture. Yeah. Ooh, I think that's my thumbnail. I could think of a couple of things I'll change in the thumbnail. So I'll go into Photoshop and I'll get rid of that little like beam of light that's to the right of my character. I don't know what that is. That might be my cape even. And this is like one of the few times the cape doesn't look good. And then maybe I'll Photoshop my head over the diver. Why not? Or maybe even over the fish. Why not? We'll see. Anyway. Goodbye, creatures. Ooh. Discoveries. Fauna. M. Wichuftai. Wichufte. Alright, rename. Ooh, I wish I had a chat going right now because I would definitely ask for opinions. If anybody's watching, because I have no idea if anybody's even viewing right now. What do you think would be a good name for this giant, like, seahorse mermaid? Oh. Could just name it a seaman. It's been done to death, though. A seaman joke only works so many times before eventually it's just like, yeah, ejaculate. It's funny. Huh. Could name it in honor of maybe my favorite ocean movie, which was The Abyss. Which, okay, with The Abyss, I want to say an opinion on The Abyss. The Abyss is a phenomenal film with phenomenal performances. Yes, the last half hour of the movie completely falls apart. Yes, the ending is dumb. Yes, it does not stick the landing. But the movie itself is amazing. Like, damn, the movie is amazing. And yeah, I'm familiar with all the drama behind the scenes. I know that it was one of the most dangerous sets in Hollywood history. I know that several of the main actors almost died while filming it. I know the director almost died while filming it. But it's a great movie. If you just take away that weird E.T. style ending of like, you know, we're good fish aliens. Let us save you in the style of epic music while we slowly reveal ourselves to the world. It's like, okay, this is a bit much. Like, leaving it more ominous and open-ended as to what was really going on would have been a much better, more satisfying ending. But I do love that movie. I do absolutely love that movie. Okay, off topic. Oh, I could name it after James Cameron. Sure. Yeah, that guy's obsessed with the ocean. Oh, It's a Cameronian. There we go. There we go. It'll be a J Cameronian. Yeah. I like that name. Nice. There we go. Discovered today by Desert Rat 86. This guy. 50 kilograms. So that's a big boy right there. Take a screenshot of that. Just for posterity. Yeah, the J Cameronian. I approve of this. All right. Goodbye, James Cameron. Go back to first person, because I really do hate third person. I only use it for photo mode, nothing else. I'm happy I went back in the water. Oh, right, I came down here looking for living pearls. I actually came down here for a purpose. And it looks like this is a tremendously deep ocean. The sea floor is 1,031 units below sea level. Wasn't that an expedition milestone? Reach 1,001 units. This ocean is deep enough. All right, deploy a submarine. Okay, I need to make that submarine. Like, following the Arcadia is all well and good. I need to deploy that submarine. I have the blueprints. What do I need? Get some oxygen. What do I need to make the Nautilon platform? Also, where is the deployable... Is the Nautilon platform actually something I put in my inventory? No, I didn't think so. So then where's the, I have the blueprint. Where's the build for it? Oh, I'm too close to the Corvette. So it's bringing up the edit options for the Corvettes. I understand. Okay, so let's get some distance from the Corvette. Unfortunately, I'm in the water, so that's going to take a minute. Yeah, that's actually terribly unfortunate. There it is. Nautilon platform. Dihydrogen jelly and magnetized ferrite. Dihydrogen jelly. How do I make dihydrogen jelly again? I mean, I guess I could just look. Dihydrogen jelly. It's with dihydrogen. So I need 120 dihydrogen. How much do I have? 60. Son of a bitch. All right. So I need to find dihydrogen. But I can make the magnetized ferrite right now. How much was it? 100? 90 magnetized ferrite. Such a random number. Alright, let's get that cooking. Believe I have pure ferrite. Are you a 2-for-1? No. Okay, so I need more pure ferrite. There you are. Make myself a good little chunk of that. Oh, and that'll give me an excuse to, while that's cooking. I have gotten really bad at remembering to open my morning packs in TCG Pocket. It's yeah, just something my brain just doesn't remember sometimes. Well, at least right now, I'm kind of at the point in the game where there really isn't that much to do until the new expansion. It was 2-to-1, right? So to make 90... Let's see, this is a 1-to-1, so I should have more than enough. Yeah, because I only needed 180 then. Wish you could just type in a number. There. Then I just need to find dihydrogen. Can you find that underwater? Or is that just in the blue crystals? I feel like it's just in the blue crystals. Alright, so I've got the magnetized ferrite. So I just need dihydrogen. Alright. I'll have to remember what planet this is and come back to it because it has a big-ass ocean. In fact, I could fly... I could fly to one of those rocks and just place down a base. Why not? Like, I don't really have anywhere to place the base computer where I am right now. Damn it. What was I thinking? Alright, I'm not going to worry about closing the hatch. Yeah. Let's go to Lian Yu over here. Hopefully that's not too far away. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not too far away. I like right there. Oh, this thing corners like a fucking freight train. Awful. Alright. Alright, nothing good from my first pack. I mean, you know, good cards, but nothing new. It's probably a more accurate way of putting it. Like Crobat X is, I think it's a pretty good card. I'm too close to... That's something I hate about the Corvettes. Is it interferes with your ability to make normal things that you'd normally be able to make in the crafting menu. Some other asshole put a base here, or is that a natural... That's not showing up on my, when I scan. Dihydrogen! Son of a bitch. I thought I'd have to go to a different planet. Oh, there's a lot of dihydrogen. Oh, thank you, random base. That probably makes it so I can't place down my own base. And in fact, not probably. That is how the game works. You cannot place a base too close to other people's bases. Oh yeah, if you notice, I don't even have the base. Oh, no, never mind. It's right there. Probably won't let me place it, though. Yeah, within existing base. That's not even showing up when I scan. That's weird. See if they got anything good in here, though. No, this was just something somebody built for survival. They were probably in an extreme weather event, and they just placed this down and waited it out. I mean, I could say they probably were in an extreme weather event, because look at all that fire from where I was just standing. I would call that extreme weather. It's the extreme. All right. So I have what I need. Oh, but I have to actually make the jelly. Duh. Nice. Oh, will it not let me? This specifically adapted platform is designed to be deployed on the surface of water. Oh, okay, so I can deploy it from the ocean. Let's go do that. It's been a minute since I've used the submarines. When they first released the submarines in this game, I actually did not like the submarines. I thought they were buggy as hell. I didn't think they worked really well. I thought the movement was a little wonky. They have gotten better. They have refined it a bit more. I remember the last time... Damn, that's a lot of fire. The last time... Just felt like a good excuse for a photo mode. That's actually a cool shot. I'm actually annoyed that the ramp is kind of getting in my way of getting a closer shot. But that is a cool shot. Alright. Let's get a few steps away. Oh, yeah. Just look at me staring down the fire. Because I am the fire. Yeah, it's almost like I'm talking to a ghost or a fire entity. A fire-based life form. Why not? Why not? I've watched Star Trek. I love Star Trek. Everything can be a life form. Metallic-based life forms. Energy-based life forms that live in the sun, life forms that live in matter beams, life forms that live in black holes. Like, why the hell not? Anaphasic life forms, holographic life forms. Like, I think they found a universe once that literally was fully populated with holographic life. And then they traveled into the holodeck because they thought that they were making first contact with other life forms. You know, life forms that they saw as life forms because they were holographic, like them. Okay, second pack didn't yield anything. Just an Alolan Doug trio. Good card, but not a new card. None of the EX cards would be new for me. I have them all. Oh, right. They need to fix that. That you can't place down your normal stuff if you're too close to a Corvette. That's a damn good reason to sometimes just use your normal starship. Because you can't place your normal equipment. Nice. Okay, so now that... Hey, deployed the Nautilon. Now let's remember to pick up my Nautilon. Keep that with me, or keep the resources with me. Let's go to the bottom. We're going down, down, and we're running a rock. Luckily, we're not a bunch of rich assholes going to the Titanic. Ooh, too soon? Maybe. I don't know. Kind of hard to feel. Oh! Hello. Look at that guy. Not a good shot with my, I want to get the, submarine in the screenshot. There we go. That should be a good one. Like, look at his design. This game has such great procedural designs. Oh, beautiful. Like, absolutely beautiful. He'd make another good drawing also. Screenshots. Let's get a better shot of just purely him. Now, he looks like something out of Babylon 5. He looks like a Vorlon ship in Babylon 5. Vorlons being a very cool, enigmatic species in B5. With a lot of cool lore behind them. Alright, let's just see if moving the sun makes it a little brighter. I'm deep enough that I don't think it would matter. But let's just see if I could make it a smidge brighter. Yeah, at the depth that I'm at, it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, let's scan these guys really quick. S. Moonsmoldium. First encountered swimming in the boundless seas of planet Otuitai 4. Nervous and fast-moving, they shimmer and dart as they swim, desperate to avoid the lurching snap of jaws from the deep. That's comforting. Scavengers, they feed upon the soft downward drift of plankton, feasting upon the dying remains of tiny organisms. Additional observations. Secretes venom. Ooh. Ooh, I was covered in that. Uh-oh. I will name you, in honor of Jar Jar Binks, I will name you Blue Ball. Does it make sense? No. But you are Blue Ball. You so happen to Blue Ball? Yeah, why not? Alright. Now here would be something funny if I lost my submarine. There you are. I'm like, hey, bro? Submarine? Oh, they added a pressure gauge. I don't remember them adding a pressure gauge. Or more accurately, I don't remember that existing. Neat. That's very neat. Ooh, the silence of the sea. I love it. Oh, I think I'm going up. Man, they need to make it easier to orient yourself. I can't tell what direction I'm even going. I have to really just focus on that depth meter in the bottom left. Alright, I think I'm seeing things starting to emerge from the dark. Oh, now I'm going higher again. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting closer to the bottom. Alright, I need to hit at least 1,001. Not exactly 10,000 leagues, but you know, it's a good start. Almost there. I'm at 943. Come on, I just gotta get a wee bit deeper. Nice. This should do it. Well, maybe. Yes! 1001 below sea level. Oh, yeah. No, they definitely improved the submarine. Because, yeah, when it first came out, I was not a fan. I did not like it. I did not like it. I did not. Oh, hi, Nautilon. All right, marine shelter, oxygen. Oh, hydrothermal fuel cells. I need those. Good, I don't have to craft them. I'm glad I didn't. Would have wasted resources. Awesome. Descent. Supreme scanning system upgrade. Cool. Supreme movement system upgrade and inventory slots. Neat. I will keep those inventory slots. I had one more, right? Oh yeah, gentle giants. I got lucky that they were gentle. A wonder projector and creature pellets. So not great rewards, though creature pellets do come in handy. They're also really easy to make, so not exactly the most stellar reward. Alright, now I need to collect sea glass. Where is sea glass normally? They can only be collected from the deepest oceans. These highly valuable crystalline structures. Oh, didn't I bring sea glass? But I have to gather it. Thought I brought sea glass. I did. So it didn't count that as collecting it. Okay. So let's see. Highly valuable crystalline structures await those who explore the abyss. Like I said, The Abyss, great movie. In spite of that ending, you have to just get over the ending. Like, or even just ignore the ending. Like, it's a phenomenal film. And also, in defense of The Abyss, that might be Michael Biehn's greatest performance. Like, he acted the shit out of his role in that movie. And it was a strong performance. I thought it was. Like, I feel like it was top-notch performances from everyone involved. But maybe that's just me. All right, use the Nautilon submarine and exosuit pressure membrane is highly recommended. Oh, I don't... Right, you have to install the scanner. All right, what's that cost to make the scanner? Damn it, crystal sulfide. I had crystal sulfide and I used it. Of course. Of course. All right. Let's see how fast this pressure kills me. Oh. I thought that would be a lot harder to find. Neat. It's been a minute since I found sea glass. All right. I'm cool with that. I also wasn't expecting it to show up on the scanner like this, where it actually is actively searching for it. The target sweep. Neat. Ooh, more fish. I might as well scan them. Damn it, I missed the scan. Oh, another stingray. Where are you? There you are. Oxygen. I'm glad I could harvest that from through the wall. I should probably not go too far from my sub. There you are. Like, uh-oh. You don't want to lose your submarine when you're 1,000 U's below the water. I don't even know what a U is. Is that basically the sci-fi version equivalent of a meter? I'll consider it a meter. I need crystal sulfide. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that on the scanner. Hey, crystal sulfide. You just had to go out a target sweep. Oh! Damn it. There we go. Got them. I'll name them later. Like ghost fish. But more clever. Probably not. I'll probably just call them ghost fish. Spookfish? I mean, that's already taken in Stardew Valley. There's a spookfish. But sure, why not? Alright, I think I just needed one more crystal sulfide, right? But let's grab all of them. Ow. Get away from that. I knew that was going to happen, and I still just took it because I'm a moron. Yeah, let's see. Exocraft. Too far away from my exocraft. It makes sense, but grr. Ooh. I really do need to make those jets. Because when you're a jet all the way. But it'll be nice to actually be able to scan from the submarines. I won't have to jump out every single time. So it'll be less of an issue. Yes. Very nice. Burp. Okay. Left stick. That's how I thought it worked. Damn it. I'm trying to see what those symbols stand for. Oh, well, whatever. I'll just go over to one and find out. Oh, oxygen sacs. Okay, so that symbol is oxygen sac. You're sea glass, and I need you. Or are you crystal sulfide? Okay, that symbol's crystal sulfide, but I'm here. Might as well grab it. Just try to not get hit by an outgassing event. What am I, 3-Eye Atlas? Ha! It's funny because it's topical. Is that a life form? What is that? It's not a life form, but it's a good source of chlorine and dihydrogen. Neat. Alright, so sea glass is the yellow things, right? Sure, just go right through the beautiful environment. Yeah. There you are. I don't know if you can destroy sea glass with the terrain, so I'm trying to be very careful. Ah, there you are. How many more of those do I need? Two more. Two more sea glass. We're going down, down. Oh, what was the Subnautica song? Or the one from Subnautica 2? The one that always got stuck in my head. You'll take a deep, deep dive into the ocean side. I put that on my jukebox in my bass, and damn, that song slapped. The Reaper Leviathan seemed to be all about it because I made my base right in the middle of a Reaper Leviathan's hunting grounds. And I don't know if they loved it or hated it, but they certainly reacted to it. You take a deep, deep dive. Oh, this is so much easier when you don't have to exit every time just to scan the area. All right, there is my fifth. I am fifth. Always goes back to Star Trek for me. Into the ocean side. 5 shards of sea glass. Yo, yo, yo. Can I get a what? What? Oh, can I get a double, huh? Uh-huh. Got that from a terrible movie. But an entertaining one. What was that called? Balls of Fury? That Christopher Walken movie with the Brooklyn guy from Fantastic Beasts. Uh, the FBI recruits him to go after like this super criminal by infiltrating that super criminal's ping pong tournament. It's so stupid. It is a really legitimately bad movie, but I also find it surprisingly entertaining. And the movie has like a really good Guy Gardner, which is pretty awesome. Not Nathan Fillion, the Green Lantern animated series Guy Gardner. Oh, I know his name, but I can't think of it. Diedrich Bader, I think that's his name. Great voice, and he was awesome as Guy Gardner. Supreme Mining Beam upgrade and multi-tool inventory slots. I'll probably save those as well. But yeah, as for the upgrades, I guess I'll just install them. I think I forgot to install the other ones. Yeah, this actually would have come in handy if I had installed the underwater protection when I first started going underwater. Would have made more sense. But where does sense become fun? Who likes logic? Except for Logic-y from Star Trek Lower Decks. I guess he likes logic. He is logic. Alright, I don't need the movement upgrade because I already have 3 of those installed. I might as well supercharge my scanner. I should have done that before. And yeah, I might as well just boost my mining beam. Why the hell not? There's no real incentive not to at this point. Put you there. Put you there. Put you there. And then put you there. Nice. I take a deep, deep dive. Oh yeah, I guess I could install the pulse engine. Oh, and the Humboldt. Is that good for the submarine? I don't know. Either way, to the surface. Well, what's my next objective? Just follow the Fireship Arcadia. It's the Fireship Arcadia. So I need to make another debris rangefinder. What are the resources required to make those? Metal plating. Okay, luckily, that's why I grabbed a bunch of ferrite dust, so I didn't have to worry about things of that nature. Oh, and a quantum computer. Oh, damn. Good thing I brought those. Very good thing I brought those. Oh, boy. I've got 7 quantum computers left. Ooh, extremely like that could be a real pain in the ass thing to find. And then crafting it. Oh, what does it even take to make a quantum computer or a quantum supercomputer? What's it called? Whatever. I know what I mean. Just a quantum computer. Microprocessor, which that's doable. Okay, not that hard to make. Never mind. In my brain, I thought it was harder to make. Still, it's a good quality of life save to not have to make them. So I still heavily stand by bringing those with me. All right, where's my starship? There it is. I am definitely going to run out of fuel. What's it take to recharge? Only the hydrothermal fuel cell. Okay. I was hoping I could use something else, but whatever. Who cares? I take a deep, deep dive into the ocean side. I don't remember all the words. Do 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 do. Something something yeah. Blah 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 blah. I take a deep, deep dive. So good. It's so good. God, now I want to replay Subnautica Below Zero. I keep calling it Subnautica 2 because it's basically Subnautica 2. Come on. But it's also not. It's more like Subnautica 1.5, but I thought it was really good. I know I liked it more than some people. I don't know. I thought it did more right than wrong. Oh, I forgot about the marine shelter. I should have brought that with me. Could have helped keep me safe. Whatever. Too late now. But yeah, I thought Below Zero was a really good game. I would definitely would love to replay that. Alright, so I need to use the debris rangefinder to find the next locale. And just because it's probably a good thing to do, I should recharge my launch thrusters, even though they still had probably a couple of jumps in them. Because nothing sucks more than if I went far from my ship and then I'm like, I'll just summon my ship closer, and then you can't. Like, oh, that sucks. It's happened a few times to me, and while it's hardly game-breaking, it's annoying. It's very annoying. Where's my debris rangefinder? What is that? Oh, the log. I take a deep. Now that I know what I'm looking for, this should be more efficient. I still think it's really cool that they gave you the option to salvage these like desolate Corvettes. And also, that just looks cool. Photo mode, please. Like, yeah, that just looks cool. Gassy, but very cool. That screenshot would have looked cooler if lightning were going through. Actually, wait for a lightning strike. 1, 2. Damn it. Oh, yeah. Immediately cooler. Okay. You had to really time that. But yeah, the lightning strike just makes it, I don't know, more dynamic. Like, it looks like you're going into chaotic space. Oh, it's so cool. All right. Enough of that. To the stars. To the stars, Bowen. To the stars. Points to anybody that knows that movie. It's a really, really good movie. At least I think it is. All right, I want lightning strike in this screenshot also. Nice. I hate the jetpack pooping out of my cape like that. I really do. but I can live with it. God, it looks like I'm just screaming in the face of God. Wah! I am all about that. Yes. And then it's almost like the Eternals, where like some godlike being just has me by like some force of energy and is just holding me in place while I like. Ah. Yes, I know, not one of the most popular movies. I really liked it. I actually really liked it. I thought that was a good movie. But I know the world disagreed. That's their prerogative. All right, so what I'm mainly looking for, that. Oh, it's much easier to find when you know what you're looking for. Log of the Fireship Arcadia. Date stamp 22518.24. Log corrupt, recovering damaged sectors. Going from bad to worse. Can't wait to get home. Navigation distorted. Nothing but static. Warping, but just empty systems. Testicles are falling off. Lost in some abandoned sector. Does not sound good for the Fireship Arcadia. His poor testicles. Alright. I'm not going to worry about salvaging the components because I'm more excited to do that in my main file. Yes, I could bring over the components, but I will happily salvage a bunch of these in my main file, so I'm not concerned about that. Like, it won't feel like a chore when it's something I actually want to do. So that'll finish phase 3. Or no, phase 2. Why did I swear it said phase 3, or did I just have a stroke? I don't know. Whatever. That'll finish phase 2. Life support gel and ion batteries. Terrible reward. Don't need either of those. I mean, I guess that would be a good reward if you didn't have them. I guess. Terrible reward, though. But that finishes phase 2. The Aeron Starship Trail. I've heard that's a beautiful starship trail. I haven't seen it myself. Aeron Starship Plan, or Starship Trail plans. Oh, and customization. All right. Neat. I look forward to seeing what the Aeron Starship Trail looks like. Very, very much. Well, did it give me that? Like, is that in my inventory and I can install it in my ship right now, or? Oh no, that's the thing you just have to build in your ship. I'm remembering. Yeah, okay, there you go. Just some ferrite dust. Done. Right. I'm like, how do you add the trails again? It's been a minute. It certainly looks cool. An exclusive Starship exhaust modifier. This engine modification injects the Starship exhaust trail with an arterial streak of crimson. Install this technology in your Starship inventory to change the appearance of your engine exhaust trails. I like the idea. Let's see what it looks like. Because I take a deep. Ooh. Ooh. It looks like a proton pack stream. Oh. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, I am all about that. Yeah, I don't love the actual like starship design that I'm in right now, but I like the way that looks. Let's get a bigger field of view can sometimes make a moving space picture more dynamic. See how it kind of stretches it a little bit, almost gives the it almost gives the picture the illusion of greater momentum because it kind of gives a little bit of a stretch. Yeah. Oh, that looks cool. Screenshot. Yeah. All right. Next. Oh, okay. Yeah, it says timestamp 3, but it says milestone phase 3. So I'm not crazy. It did say phase 3 right there. So okay, that's why I thought I was finishing phase 3, even though I knew I wasn't. Makes more sense. Ooh, let me check something real quick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on. My monitor seems to have lost connection. Give me a second to unplug and replug back in my cable. Uh-oh. All right. This happened yesterday. This is only the second time it's ever happened. If I turn off my TV and turn it back on, it should load back into the input. That's weird. So I just clicked over to Google Chrome really quick to check something, and it completely cut my connection, like my HDMI connection. Weird. All right, whatever. It's back. So yeah, I just wanted to see something. Yeah, I do have a viewer. Very cool. Okay. I was just very curious. So welcome to the stream, whoever you are. I hope you are enjoying my random ramblings. All right, back to the game. And my terrible singing of a really banger Subnautica Below Zero song. I mean, it's not from Below Zero. That's just where I know it from. I think it's just a real song. I mean, it is a real song, but like I think it's a real song that predates the game. Unless it was made for the game. I don't know. Third rendezvous. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. I really miss the ability to jump more than one star system. I miss my like 3,000 light year range or whatever it is on my ships. Like I can jump real far on my normal starships. So only being able to jump like 150 light years, like in real life, that'd be insane. Like it'll take us like 70,000 years just to travel 4 light years to the nearest star at our current technology, our technological capability. Like that's the fastest acceleration we would be able to muster for any kind of actual spacecraft housing a person. Like we could accelerate other things faster. They have interesting ideas for accelerating like microscopic probes, not microscopic, but like infinitely small probes in comparison to a spacecraft, using laser-guided propulsion, propelling like probes with cameras and scanners and like other various micro equipment to near light speeds in order to actually be able to realistically explore other star systems. It's an interesting idea. It would probably not see the light of day anytime in my lifetime because the money that it would cost to do that would be ridiculous. The benefit, it would be hard to justify the tangible benefit in terms of cost expenditure and the actual technology required to maintain the beam propelling the object that specific of a target at those kind of distances. You'd have to maintain that impact with perfect precision, and like we're just really primitive. So like, but it's an interesting theory. It was an interesting thought experiment that several space agencies have shown interest in. Like it could be a realistic way for us to actually kind of see what's in other star systems in our lifetimes. Anyway, that's real nerd talk in a No Man's Sky stream. I forget what some of the programs are called. One of them, I think, wants to get something like that operational within the next 20 or 30 years. But again, I'm not expecting something like that to actually bear fruit in my lifetime. I love the idea, though. But yeah, right now, with our current technological capabilities, I believe the fastest speeds that we can muster would take us roughly 70,000 years. So we would need either a quantum leap forward in our cryogenic technology, which is also nowhere near what it would need to be to survive that kind of a trip cryogenically. Or we would need to create, if we ever wanted to explore space and actually spread humanity out amongst the stars, we would need to create generational colony ships where their sole purpose for existing and for the lives of all of the generations that would be born on that ship, their lives would just be that mission. So that would be also a tough sell. Like that, there are people that would be born on that ship that would know nothing but the mission. This mission that would actually mean really nothing to them because they weren't alive when it happened. Like, none of the people that created or launched the mission will actually benefit from the mission. Like, none of the people that keep the mission going will ever see the mission's fruition. Like, the complexities of something like a generational mission are extreme. And I find them fascinating to think about. Because when you really think about it, how hard is it for a person knowing what they're doing, with that goal in mind that they created, to motivate to keep doing something? How are you going to motivate somebody to stay on a mission that they never asked to be a part of, that they've never had any choice but to be a part of? Alright, I think this is a mission. I have to kill a bunch of these hungering tendrils. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, where am I? Here we go. Oh! Okay, this is the worst planet in the world. Good to know. I landed on Monster Planet. Okay. And I don't have good guns. Okay, I think that's all the tendrils. Yeah, I think they were a milestone, so I think I need to kill a few more of them. Ooh, what a planet to land on, though. They're just immediately out of the ground. And I have a bunch of monstrosities swarming around me. Oh, boy. Let's go make an autosave really quick. Oh, boy. But yeah, going back to the generational ship. Like, how hard would it be to motivate people who will never... who didn't ask to be a part of the mission, and then they will know, most of them, the vast majority of them, like 99% of them, will spend their entire lives knowing that they'll never even see the fruition of the mission. Like, they will just live their lives on a spaceship floating through the void for all time, effectively creating its own independent civilization. Like, how do you stop a micro-civilization that never asked to be a part of a mission, to stay on mission, and to also not devolve into raw insanity from just the isolation and darkness of the void between stars? Like, oh my god. So our prospects of exploring space right now are grim. They're fascinating thought experiments, but the realistic idea of exploring space is very grim right now, unless we can ever lick faster than light. Which right now, the idea of us actually licking faster than light travel, it's not looking good. Like, it's really not looking good, especially with scientific cuts happening all over the place right now, because we have a bunch of whack job science deniers in charge of everything. Literally, we have a bunch of whack job science deniers in charge of everything. And they don't see the tangible benefits of the fact that science is responsible for all the amazing innovations of the 20th and 21st centuries. Like, a lot of our medical breakthroughs came from science. Every medical breakthrough we've ever had has really come from science. Every bit of progress we've made on sustainable energy and healthier agriculture and sustainable agriculture, it's all come from science. But they deny science because they're morons. Getting topical here. Yeah, that's right, I'm political. Not overly political, but I'm not afraid to talk about politics. The one rule I would have for anybody ever, like if my one viewer is listening right now and is curious, the one rule I would have when it comes to, like, if political talk ever starts happening in the stream is everybody, including myself, needs to stay respectful. Rule number one. Like, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You can disagree with it, even passionately disagree, but always respect that that other person has that opinion. And try to see their point of view, even if you don't agree with it. That's what we're missing from politics right now, is the ability to actually have constructive differences. Like, you can have great debates with dramatically differing opinions and still have a respect for the other person. But politics right now is the exact opposite of that. It's, you disagree with me, so you're stupid. Like, it's there. We have a bunch of children in charge right now. But they're moron children. It's the stupidest thing in the world. Ugh, it's awful. And it's not even just happening in the U.S. It's happening in a lot of different countries right now. The change towards, like, childish stupidity is terrifying when you actually look at the geopolitics of the planet Earth. It looked like a wound on the world, crimson and ragged-edged, like something that once lived but was then torn asunder. I should have stayed away. Had I the senses to taste the air of this planet, I imagine it would have reeked with some kind of alien fetor, but nothing could stall my curiosity. Was it dead? Where I touched it, the surface was moist and yielding. Like my dick. It seemed to become motile then, crawling on a mat of slow cilia, moving from me. I should have left it alone. Like my dick. I discover something coded deep inside the long-dead traveler's data log. Something has been left that will aid me on my own journey. Yeah, I said that weird on purpose. Journey. Nanites. I would have been way more psyched about nanites if that was a lot more nanites than that, and if I could sell my upgrades for nanites. Still, very cool. And this one actually had a terminal to interact with. The previous ones didn't seem to have anything. Pre-packaged personal force field unit and supreme boltcaster upgrade. That boltcaster upgrade will come in handy for killing those wandering tendrils. Follow the Starship Arcadia. Oh, I need to kill the normal biological horrors also. Damn. I mean, they're on this planet, so that's going to be easy enough. Adopt an anomalous floating companion. I'll bet that's got to be a mission reward somewhere, right? Oh, adopt a companion. That means, okay, so I just feed a floating pet. Okay. There it is. 3 of 5 hungering tendrils. Crush a vile grub. Isn't that just crushing an egg? Because I have an egg. Or is a vile grub its own separate item? Might be its own separate item. Okay. So, biological horrors and hungering tendrils would probably be the most simple to do things right now at this moment in time. So let's install my new toys. Oh, that's not an empty slot. That would do it. And then let's, I guess, install my personal force field. I don't really use them very often, but I have from time to time. I've always been more about the cloak than anything else than the force field. Like in a lot of video games, I oftentimes forget to raise my shield because I'm so in the moment. I'm just not even thinking about it. I'll take some units. What do you think, Humi? Units. Hungering tendrils and biological horrors. Whispering eggs will definitely get me some biological horrors. How am I doing on ammo? This gun fires a lot slower than the gun I'm normally used to, so 993 should be more than sufficient. My main multi-tool fires so quickly that I run out of ammo faster than you can imagine. I could go through 30,000 bullets without even realizing I went through 30,000 bullets. All right, so it's it's just interacting with the egg, right? I don't have to. Shit. Oh, I missed my proper weapons. I need to kill 16 of you. I also hate that this isn't on a flat surface. It makes the shooting harder. Next Whispering Egg I find, I'm going to have to try to find it on a flat surface. Alright, what's that, 4? Come at me, bro! You want her? Come and claim her. Clum and claim her. Damn it. Terrible shooting. Terrible shooting. Terrible shooting. I suck. I'm the worst. Kill yourself. There you go. Alright, swarm subsiding. I need to find a better location for Whispering Eggs. Let's see if any of these are better. Now, I only have a little bit of time left to play. Sadly, I've had nobody pop into chat, but I have had a viewer, so that's very cool. I am very happy about that. So thank you for stopping by. I hope I have been moderately entertaining background noise. That is the most I could ever hope for. Oh, this is a much better spot to take on these monstrosities. Uh-oh. I was stuck on one of them. Oh, wha-oh, wha-oh. I missed me, nerd. Oh, I miss not using. Like, I don't like the bolt caster. I like the pulse spitter. The pulse spitter is much more my weapon. This thing, I hate this gun. That's why I never use it. Although the game right now is forcing me to use it because it's the only gun I have. Scatter Blaster is pretty good. I like the Scatter Blaster. The Scatter Blaster is a bit more punishing when you miss, but it's also very rewarding when you hit. What the hell was that explosion? Is there a hungering tendril around here or something? Sweet Root. I don't care about Sweet Root. There we go. A Vile Spawn. I think that... I just have to crush the egg of a Vile Spawn? Was that it? Or is that what spawns the hungering tendrils? I don't remember. Well, what I was saying, I only have a little bit of time left to play because I have work coming up here very soon. I was gonna... Oh, whoops. I was gonna start my stream like an hour, hour and a half earlier than I did, but I kind of lost track of time making a couple of my templates I was talking about earlier. I made some really exciting stream templates that I'm very excited about. I got a Wormskin Folio. The hell is that? Is that just like a sellable thing? It's a living document. Not what I thought it was. Alright, I'm looking for the thing that summons the hungering tendrils. But I don't remember what it's called. I think it's a big red icon, though. Like, it's just a big, glowy, like, root sack that you shoot, and then all those giant millipedes come out of the ground. And I just need to kill 2 of those millipedes, and then that's another milestone. Oh, I hate these hilly planets. You can't... There's so little you can do on a hilly planet. Like, even summoning your ship can be a chore on a hilly planet. Yeah, I need to fly somewhere that might have those hungering tendril things. Whatever they're called. The sacks you destroy to summon the hungering tendrils. They look like this kind of, but like way bigger and taller. And more like... More Poison Ivy-ish. Not the actual thing, but the character. They look like something like when you saw it, you would think that it's full of bugs. Alright, that's a good distance in one direction. And, I mean, you light up my world like nobody else. Let's see if my scanner finds anything. Oh! Titan worm burrow. That's it. So I just need to kill 2 of these. And then I can run away. Oh! Or they'll just come out. They wanted to die. 4. And this will be 5. Oh, this gun sucks. 5. Nice. And I guess I might as well, because I think there's only 3 of them anyway. Yay! Now let's get away from these monstrosities, which actually have not proven to be anywhere near as dangerous as I remembered them. In fact, they haven't really been scary or dangerous to me since the very first time I ever encountered them. I remember the first time I ever encountered them, back when this game was still relatively new. Like, you would encounter hordes of them, and they would just, like, they'd be murderers. Like, you'd be panicking. Like, But now, it's like, they're not that dangerous. Like, even on my unupgraded character, they're not that dangerous. Like, they never even lowered my health bar. Or took away one of my health units. The hell? Terrible landing spot. What the hell? Why can't I get on my ship? Okay, thank you. Terrible landing spot. Oh. Alright, so that gets me Supreme Life Support upgrades and inventory slots. I'm getting back my inventory slots. That's why I still have so many exosuit upgrades. Because I save them all, usually from these expeditions. Because you usually get a bunch. Multi-tool, inventory slots, powerful scatter blaster. Scatter blaster upgrade, but not the actual scatter blaster. I'd have to... I think I'd have to get the... I'd have to go to the anomaly and actually get the blueprints for the scatter blaster, which I forgot to get any blueprints when I was on the anomaly. Whoopsie doodles. Okay, explore a derelict freighter. I have the scanner to be able to do that. Anomalous floating companion. I feel like that's just I have to find a floating pet. Find anomalous floating creatures in purple star systems. Okay, so I actually have to go to a purple star system to do that. But I have the creature pellets, so that should be very simple. Crush a vile grub. I think that summons one of the big bosses though, so I need to make sure I'm ready when I do that. The warm pulsating grubs of the vile brood have begun to spread across the universe. Scan planets from space to survey for broodling nests. Well, do I have anything just on this planet that I can see? I really don't have time, unfortunately. I'd love to keep playing right now, more than words can ever properly express, but sadly work. I hate my job with all my heart, but it's how I keep a roof over my head. I hate everything about it. I generally come home and I tend to be a lot angrier, burned out, dead inside. I feel like I've just wasted X amount of hours of my life doing the most asinine menial garbage that means nothing. Like that, I have no love or joy for my job in any way, shape, or form. I do it, and I do it well, but yeah, it means nothing to me, and I hate it. So that sucks. I wish I could actually be here doing something I enjoy and actually finding joy. It's kind of the nice thing about starting streaming again, is it kind of forces me into a situation where I am, yet again, doing something I enjoy and sharing it with whoever actually chooses to watch. All right, I got my restore points saved. So I would like to thank the viewer that I've had. I don't know if I've had other viewers hop in and out throughout the stream. That particular part of my stream information is not visible to me readily. I have to click off to it. But I did notice I had a viewer, so that's very cool. I'm always very happy. Like I say this all the time. Some people would see that they have one viewer and they would be really bummed. I'm not one of those people. So thank you very much for stopping by. This has been a little bit of Expedition 20 in No Man's Sky. I will play more maybe when I get home, although I don't know what time I'm actually getting home. So maybe a little bit later today. And if not, I don't know what the next day I'm going to be streaming is. I know this week is going to be a little bit crazy for me. I'm not going to have a lot of time to stream. So I'll have a lot of time to work on more overlays and figure out how to get my chat to be able to show up. Not even figure out. I know how to do it. I want to try to not use Streamlabs or Stream Elements, but I might have no choice to get it to show up the way I want it to. And then to get alerts in the bottom under the gameplay. That way. Like where the solar eclipse is in the bottom. Like I was thinking the alerts could pop up down there. Like, you have a new follower or something like that. Then the chat box, I want to kind of show up underneath my webcam. So the things I'm going to work on. But I'm going to try to stream later today. It all just completely depends on what time I get home. And I'm going to try to stream basically whenever I have a chance throughout the week and whenever I have a chance going forward, like whenever I have free time and the ability to and the desire to. That's the most important thing. I'm not going to stream when I get home from work because usually today's an exception because Sunday's shifts are usually less stressful. But every other day of the week, by the time I get home from work, I got nothing in me. I got nothing in the gas tank. Yeah, I got nothing. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. Live long and prosper, and I will see you next time.